from Oilers Nation. We'll hit the Flames trip first. What's the...
I'm just like, you're in the window here, and you're just a massive human being. Locke's got this cardboard cutout in the window here, and it's gigantic.
And it's placed directly behind him. So all morning I've been staring at two versions, one with a massive head, and then the cardboard cutout.
See, I put that back there because they kicked me out of the room this morning during the newscasts because...
he was yelling about Trudeau and carbon taxes.
So I put that there to be a dick. Look at the size of that head, though. Like, that is not a true representation of my head.
It is a massive melon. Yeah. You look like a bobblehead.
Like, go look at Ryder from Hot 107's cutout, okay? They shaved 65 pounds off of him.
65.
Okay? He's like... he looks like he's about 22 years old. And what do they do with that 65 pounds? They put it on my head.
It's jarring.
Yeah, it's jarring. Very terrifying. They go out of
cardboard.
their way to make Ryder look thin, right? And they make my head massive.
It's
I don't
because
get
they
it.
have very few pictures to choose from for Lochlin. So and he's because he's so tall, the photographer takes photos from up above.
They do it on purpose.
So it's the angle that they're taking the photos. It just it makes his head look bigger.
That thing could block out the sun.
It's that Mr. Burns episode, Simpsons, when he blocks the sun out.
We've had lots of fun with it. Why do we have cutouts anyway?
I have no idea. They must have got him for free or something.
At some point, I need to find out who thought it was a good idea to do cardboard cutouts of this show. We're a mess.
They definitely got them for free. If you look at Jimmy's, he's not even wearing shoes.
Yeah. November 17th. What they do, what ends up happening is they think it's a good idea to put Skinny Ryder out at events. So they can't do both shows without, like, they got to do both shows.
Yeah.
So then we get a massive sized melon head cutout of mine. November 17th, Flames trip almost sold out.
We are going to Calgary. Okay. Nation road trip down to Calgary.
Now,
and it's going to be a good game, too. Like, both teams are competitive, right?
I mean, it's going to be a fun time. We're going to get 50 people together. We're going to go down. We're having a great time.
Okay, no, it's the bus, it's the accommodations, and it's the tickets, right? Like, it's all inclusive. Okay.
It's everything you need, all in one tidy little package.
Now, if you go to Oilers, these always sell out ahead of time, so I'm actually surprised there's any left. There's only a handful. You might want to look into that, OilersNation.com. Things to do with Diener. We've become the chaperones of Diener tomorrow from the Fubar Nightseeker show tomorrow. So we're trying to find something to do with him. We got a couple of really good ideas when we talked about it earlier, but we thought we'd float it at you as well.
Well, I'm a massive Fubar guy. Mm-hmm. I love that movie.
You were quoting it like during
I love
Epic,
it.
like the
I
whole
love
time.
It. So obviously, I'm thinking of things that Diener likes to do in the movie. Maybe grabbing something to eat at a bowling alley.
Yeah,
that's not
the
bad.
best food comes from bowling alleys. I learned that from Fubar. Maybe a spoken word version of "Woman is a Danger Cat."
Yeah,
perform that for somebody. I would like to hear that. Or he mentioned some female.
Okay.
Places to
female
find
company, and the best places to find said company.
We should all go get leather jackets for tomorrow.
That's not a bad idea.
You guys would look great in leather jackets.
You got to come to that show if you can make it out.
Yeah, there's an Oilers game. I'd love to go.
Yeah.
I love that movie so
much. Who do the
much.
Oilers play tomorrow?
The Caps tomorrow. Another big game.
This is a tough little stretch for the Oilers.
This schedule is a murderer's row.
First of all, they start in Germany or Sweden or wherever.
Yeah.
And then they come back and they have to play the Bruins and the Penguins and the Capitals and
Predators
twice who have only lost once or whatever this year.
As disappointing as that loss was
last night.
Hell of a game, though.
Oh, my God.
Hell of a game.
You know what? This is going to be a fun team to watch. And anybody who's a fan of hockey cannot go away upset about that goal last night. Like, I know it didn't end in our favor, but that Crosby goal in OT.
Sometimes I wrote it last night. Sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
It was a back and forth game. It was whoever.
That's a great way of putting it.
Whoever got the opportunity last was going to win it, right? Because it was a back and forth game. I mean, look at the Oilers; they didn't stop battling.
I would have liked to see Talbot make another couple of saves, but again, when Crosby finished it off like that, it's kind of you throw your hands up and go,
All right.
okay then.
How about
let's go to the bar.
What's his name? Chiasson? How do you say his name?
Alex Chason.
Chason.
Man.
2 goals and almost the Hattie. He wrung one off the bar.
Was that a PTO?
He was a PTO guy, and he
thought
was
so.
swinging some big Richard energy last night. Goodness gracious, that first goal was amazing, incredible.
It really was.
That was a good goal. I
Yeah.
said that when I didn't see the third period, so I watched the highlights this morning, and there was a moment, I think it might have been in OT, where Crosby and McDavid were facing off, and Crosby had a bit of a smile on his face, and he kind of leaned in and he said something to McDavid. I want to know what he said.
I'd love to know what those guys say to each other.
Yeah, I'd love to be a fly on the wall there, because it had to be something like, "It's over. I'm ending it right away here, kid. Go sit down."
It's fun to see those guys go up against each other. They're
Yeah.
so good but they always seem to ramp it up another notch when they go up against each other, and it's just a great time to watch. If you're a fan of hockey, great game. Unfortunate result, but a great game.
You know what? I got an idea for you. The game will be over before Nightseeker goes on, so you could make your way down and eat your beets at the Starlight Room if you had to.
We'll throw you on stage.
All right, there he is, Baggedmilk from Oilers Nation. Thanks for the visit.
Thank you.